music or podcast.
Okay, no, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah, it is.
Okay, thank you, Lydia.
You're welcome.
I just fell off. My computer, I needed to plug it up. I apologize.
Okay.
It's okay, miss. Welcome again.
Thank you. Thank you. That was kind of you. Okay, so let's go back to reading. Okay, Kamate, can you read for us, please?
Okay. Freddie Fingers, the millionaire tech inventor who was run away as a baby.
Okay, and there he was. That's his picture when he was a little boy. How could you throw away a kid that cute? Okay, Kamate, please continue reading.
Freddie Fingers was given his first computer at the age of 9. It was old and didn't work back, but it was the start of a love affair with technology that turned him into an inventor, entrepreneur, and telecom millionaire, a future that few would have predicted after his tough start in life.
Very good. Freddie Figures was given his first computer at the age of 9. It was old and didn't work, but it was the start of a love affair with technology that turned him into an inventor, entrepreneur, and telecoms millionaire, a future that few would have predicted after his tough start in life. Okay, Miss Sanata. Sanata, your mic is on mute. We can't hear you.
Sorry, teacher. Don't let your circumstances define who you are. Just one piece piece
Peace.
piece of advice. 31 year old entrepreneur Freddie Figures would like to pass on to others. When he was 8 year old, he asked his father Nathan about the circumstances of his birth, and the reply was unforgettable.
Unforgettable.
Unforgettable, yes.
Very good. Don't let your circumstances define who you are. Just one piece of advice 31-year-old entrepreneur Freddie Figures would like to pass on to others. When he was 8 years old, he asked his father, Nathan, about the circumstances of his birth, and the reply was unforgettable. Miss Lydia,
Yes, miss.
can you read for us?
Yes, of course. I will begin. He said, listen, I'm going to shoot it to your straight, Fred. Your biological mother, she threw you away, and me and Betty May, we didn't want to send you through foster care, and we adopted you, and you are my son.
Okay, continue.
Yes, miss, I will continue. Sorry. Freddie, Freddie had been found abandoned as a newborn baby next to a dumpster, a large rubbish container in rural Florida.
Okay, so this was the beginning of his life.
Yeah.
His father, Nathan, told him, listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth, Fred. Your biological mother, she threw you away. And me and Betty, me and my wife, we didn't want to send you through foster care. We adopted you. You're my son. Freddie had been or was abandoned as a newborn baby next to a dumpster in rural Florida. Cesario, please.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, when
Thank
I
you.
call you, everybody, if I call you, it's to read. I'll just say your name and you read. I say your name and you read.
Thank you, teacher. Uh, when we told me that I was like, okay, I'm trash, and I felt unwanted, but the grabbed me shoulder and he said, listen, don't you ever let that brother you. Nathan Friggers was a maintenance work and hand handman and bet my figure a farm work. They lived in the Queens, a rural community of about 8 million people in northern Florida, and
8,000,
were in there
8,000 people.
1,000.
8,000, 8,000.
8,000 people in northern Florida, and were in their 15 men. Sorry, 15 when 15?
50s, 50s, 50s.
50 when Fides was born in 1989.
When he told me that, I was like, okay, I'm trash. And I felt unwanted. But he grabbed my shoulder and he said, listen, don't you ever, don't you ever let that bother you. Nathan Figures was a maintenance worker and handyman, and Betty May Figures, a farm worker. They lived in Quincy, a rural community of about 8,000 people in North Florida, and were in their 50s when Freddie was born in 1989. How many of us are there?
Okay.
And who have I called and who have I not called? Dr. Diabate, can you pick up here?
They had already, there are already fostered many children, but decide to take Freddie in when he was 2 days old and adopt him all as their own son. Freddie says they gave
Hey,
him
hey, 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 hey.
gave gave him all the love he could ever want. But other other children in Quincy could be brutal,
Brutal, brutal.
brutal. Kids used to bully, no,
Bully.
bully me and call me dumpster baby, trash can boy. Nobody wants you. You're dirty, he says.
Okay, they had already, his parents, okay, so excuse me. Here are his adoptive parents, his father, his mother. And here's Quincy, not Quincy, here's Freddie, okay? His mother left him by a trash can, a dumpster. His biological mother left him next to a dumpster when he was a newborn, like a few hours old. She left him by a dumpster. These are his adoptive parents. So his adoptive parents had already fostered many children, but decided to take Freddie in when he was 2 days old, 2 days, and adopt him as their own son. Freddie says they gave him all the love he could ever want, but other children in Quincy could be brutal. Kids used to bully me and call me dumpster baby, trash can boy. Nobody wants you. You're dirty, he says. I remember getting off the bus, the school bus, sometimes, and kids used to just come behind and grab me and throw me in a trash can and laugh at me. One more time. I remember getting off the school bus sometimes, and kids used to just come behind me and grab me and throw me in a trash can and laugh at me. Okay, okay, so we have read a little bit of this article. I'm going to put the link into the chat box. Okay, the link for the article is in the chat box. Please click the link. Okay, click the link so you have the article. Okay, we're going to take 5 minutes, and in that 5 minutes, everybody create two questions. Create two questions about this article. 2 more minutes. Okay, that was our time. So now we're going to take our questions that we've created to have a short conversation, short discussion about the article. So let me choose a first victim. Kamate. Kamate, please tell us your first question. Okay, excuse me, I'm sorry. So when you say your question, and number 2, you call somebody. So you read your question and then say somebody's name, like Sonata or Lydia or Cesario. Okay, Cesario, what is Freddie's favorite habit or pastime? Okay, come on.
Okay, I understand. Okay, Cesario. Cesario.
Okay. Yes, he's here. Say your question, Kamate.
Cesar is not
I,
here.
Cesario is here. Okay, I will like to know how did
Yes.
Freddie mother fail him? How
You want
did
to know?
Freddie mother fail
Yes.
him?
How did the mother how did the mother
Fred him.
Find him, or friend him. Kamate,
he
Kamate, I don't understand.
You don't understand?
Find him or friend him.
I see. How did Freddie mother how did Freddie mother fail
yes
him?
Fail.
Fred feel him.
Fail him.
Fail him.
Fail
Feel him.
him. Okay.
Okay. Teacher, Sorry, teacher.
Yes, sir.
Fell. Oh,
No.
Fell him.
fell.
Okay, Cesario, let's keep the conversation moving. Cesario, respond.
Okay.
How did Freddie's mother fail him?
Um, um,
So
let me
this
to.
this is good. This is called a real conversation. So if you don't
Yes.
understand, if you don't know the word, you don't understand the word, what can you say? What can you say to Kamate?
Okay. Come out. But so I understand the question of Kamata, but I don't. I didn't have time to repeat to read a testing because I outside of the class Zoom because I use the phone.
Okay, Cesario,
I
ask somebody to help you. Call somebody to help you.
okay. Mrs. Lydia, can you help me, please?
Yes. What is your question?
I think the Mrs. I forgot the name. He asked me about how did the mother Freddie fell him.
I didn't understand.
Lydia, look
You
at
didn't
Yes,
understand. Let me to read it.
yes, I read the question.
Let me
How
to
did
read
Freddie's mother fail him? 1 minute, just 1 minute. I'm so sorry, but I didn't understand.
how did you read the question in the chat box? Do you see it?
Yes, yes, I read it. How, 1 minute. How did Freddie's mother fail him?
Okay, what happens when you're talking to somebody in English and you
Yeah.
don't understand? What are you going to say? Now ask Kamate. This is Kamate's question. So ask Kamate, what are you going to say to him?
I didn't understand your question.
Kamate.
Yes.
Is somebody talking to you?
Oh, okay. I listen to them.
No, is Lydia. Lydia is talking to you. Okay, guys,
Okay.
hold on. I am not the in-between person. I'm not going to Cesario tells me something, then I tell Kamate. Kamate tells me something, then I tell Lydia. Lydia tells me something, then I tell Sanata. No, you will talk to each other. So
Okay,
listen, be present. Lydia is talking to Kamate. Kamate can talk to Lydia. I'm just helping. I'm back. I'm helping you talk to each other, okay? So Lydia,
okay,
please ask Kamate your question.
okay. So, Kamati, I didn't understand your question.
Okay.
Or we can ask Akumata. Do you think the mother Friday fell him?
Yes. In the article,
Yes.
I think that Mr. Freddie was afraid as a baby.
Yes.
in the article, Miss Freddie finger was thrown away as a baby. Now, so I would like to know how his mother for him.
Probably because she's poor and how I can say it. Mm,
Okay, did you understand him, Cesario?
So,
I
Okay,
don't understand it.
okay. I'm going to ask another question.
yes, please. I'll listen to you, Kamati.
Okay. How old was Mr. Freddie when he asked his father Nata?
I guess 8 years old.
Please,
8 years old.
8
No,
years old.
yes,
Okay, okay.
Okay, very good. That's how
Very good.
that's how it works. When you're learning a language, when you're talking, you're communicating.
yes,
Okay.
Okay,
You negotiate. You don't understand, you say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand. Or
okay.
you
Okay.
say, Phil,
Please.
mind,
Okay,
the other person clarifies, they clarify, they clarify. This is how mommies teach babies language. I
yes,
say,
okay,
baby, babies cry, babies don't talk. Mom
yes,
says, drink, drink. Baby says, drink, drink. Okay, so we are negotiating, and that's how we are going to communicate. Okay, Lydia, ask somebody your question.
uh, I will choose Cesario. So my question is
Sorry,
why?
sorry, Lydia. Teacher,
Yes,
could you send the link of the test? Excuse me. Sorry. Okay, Lydia, can you ask him?
yes. My question is why the other children mocked him.
Yes.
I will write it in the chat box. My question, okay?
Can you? Sorry, can you repeat it?
My question is why the
Yeah.
other children mocked. I don't know if the right thing, but I will write it in the chat box, okay?
It's very difficult.
Okay,
It's.
it's in the chat box.
Can I
Why
can I
did,
send for this question for sorry, it's a
okay,
teacher.
Cesario, hold
Sorry.
on. Why did the other children mock Nathan? Why did the other children mock Nathan? It's in the chat box.
Yes, it is in the chat box.
Why the other children mocked him? Okay. Nathan. Can I pass this question for Senator?
Like you want. I want just the answer, please.
Okay, let me to pass this question for Senator. Senator, can you help me, please?
Renata, you're on mute. We can't hear you. Renata, you're on mute. You're on mute. We can't hear you.
okay, sorry, teacher. I I understood the question, but I don't have the time for time to read the text.
Okay, okay. Lydia, can we help them?
Yes, of course, Miss.
So what can you say to her? She said she didn't have time to read the text.
I try to.
Yes, we can read the text. After,
Yes.
Okay, let's do this, okay, because this is difficult. It's not an easy text. So
Yeah.
let's do this exercise. For Sanata, Kamate, and Cesario, I
Yes,
want
teacher.
you to go to the article. The link is in the chat box. The link for this
Yes.
article is in the chat box. And I want you to record yourself reading this, okay? You're going to record the title and this article all the way to here. Okay, after the picture, one, two, three more
Yeah.
paragraphs. Here's the picture, then one, two, three more paragraphs. Record yourself in
Okay.
WhatsApp reading this article. Number one, record yourself reading the article. Number two, record yourself summarizing the article. Okay, so two things. Number one, record yourself reading the article
re-
until here. Stop here.
until here, okay.
And number two,
Yeah.
record yourself summarizing the article. What is the article about?
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, put your recording in WhatsApp. Okay, post your recordings in WhatsApp. And you
Uh,
can mute, and I will talk to Lydia while you work. I will talk to Lydia. Okay, and you can take your time.
Amen.
Okay, okay, so they are working. You can turn down your volume if you want to turn me down, turn down your volume on your computer. Okay, Miss Lydia, so what is this article about?
uh, this article is about the first paragraph is about Freddie childhood
Okay,
or
Lydia, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, Kamate, you are not listening to me. You are not listening to me, okay? I want you to record yourself reading this article on WhatsApp. Okay, so turn that my volume, me talking, turn me down on your phone. Okay, just don't ignore me. Okay, thank you, said Mr. Kamate. Okay, I'm sorry, Miss Lydia. Please
that's
repeat.
good. Yes, I said the first paragraph in this article is about the childhood of Freddie Figures. How he knows how, the truth about his when he's a baby, and also he knows that his biological mother threw him in the dumper. How the dumper? I
Dumpster.
Yes, in the dumpster.
hmm When he was a newborn baby, she.
Yes, when he was a born baby, and what else? And in the second part of the article, he told us about when he go to the school, the other children, how he talk with him, how like and not they bully him, not talk to him.
A bully. What is bully? What does bully mean?
Bully me. I think I don't know. I don't know how I can say it.
How to explain it? Okay. So bully is oftentimes this is at school, at a school, children, a big child, big kid, big student can
Yes.
beat up or talk about other students.
Okay.
Another student who's smaller or who's isolated, um,
Yes.
who is not popular, doesn't have a lot of friends, then
Yes.
bullies, bigger students, mean students, popular students, they can
Yes.
beat them up. They
Yes.
can talk bad about them,
Yeah.
make everybody laugh at them.
Oh, okay. I understand. Yes.
Hmm. Okay, so why did they mock him? Why did they bully him?
Uh, because mm, because they knew that he is not the biological child of Nathan and his wife. They
Nathan,
knew,
Betty May.
yes, Nathan and Betty May.
But look what they're calling him. Is that the problem that he's not their biological child? Look what they're calling him, dumpster baby, trash
Mm,
can boy.
because and the second mm, because his biological mother threw him in the dumpster, and when these children who bully him knew that things, they called him this dumpster baby.
Yeah, yeah, that is pretty cruel. That is pretty cruel of them to talk to him like that. But
Yeah,
I bet he is laughing now. They laughed
yeah.
then, and he is laughing now.
Him now, yes,
Exactly.
because he grows up his business, and that's it.
That's right. He grew up to be a $1 million business
Mm,
owner.
yes.
He's only 31 years old. He owns a big successful company.
Mhm.
Okay, we're going to keep reading while they're working to finish up our class.
Yes.
Okay, I remember getting off the bus sometimes, and kids used to just come behind and grab
Mhm.
me and throw
And
me
throw
in
me
the
in.
trash can and laugh at me.
Yeah.
How terrible. Okay, Miss Lydia, you
Yeah.
please start here.
Yes, of course. It reached a point where his father would wait for him at the bus stop and walk him home. But the children mocked Nathan too. Freddie remembers saying, "Haha, look at the old man with the can."
Okay, keep going.
Okay. So far as Freddie was concerned, Nathan and Betty May were heroes and great role models. I saw my father always helping people, stopping on the side of the road, helping strangers, finding the homeless. He says he was an incredible man, and for them to take me in and raise me, that's the man I want to be like.
Okay, good. It reached a
Thank you.
point where his father would wait for him at the bus stop and walk him home. But the children mocked Nathan too. Freddie remembered, saying, "Ha ha, look at the old man with the cane." So far as Freddie was concerned, Nathan and Betty May were heroes and great role models. I saw my father always helping people, stopping on the side of the road, helping strangers, feeding the homeless. He says he was an incredible man, and for them to take me in and raise me, that's the man I want to be like. Okay, how old were his adoptive parents when they took him into their house? How old were they?
Uh, I I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay, let's see if we
They
can.
talk about this in the article. Ah, they are in 50s.
They were in their 50s when Freddie was born in 1989.
Yeah,
They were in their 50s the year he was born.
yeah. They were they were so old family.
Yeah, they were an older couple, but they still took him
Yeah,
in. Uh,
yeah.
let's see. Okay. On weekends, Freddie and Nathan would drive around dumpster diving, looking for useful things that had been thrown away by their owners. Freddie particularly had his eye out for a computer. It's an old saying, one man's trash is another man's treasure, says Freddie, and I was always fascinated by computers. I always wanted a gateway computer, but at that time we couldn't afford one. Okay, Miss Lydia.
Yes. I I read this part.
Yes, ma'am.
Finally, one day when Freddie was 9, they went to a second-hand shop called Goodwill. There where they came across a broken Macintosh computer. We proceeded the sales associate says Freddie, and he said, "Hi, I will give it to you for 24 dollars, 17 pounds." So we took the computer home, and I was just so ecstatic. What does mean ecstatic mean?
Ecstatic. It's like excited, really excited.
Okay, okay, I understand.
Really excited. Finally,
Yes.
one day when Freddie was 9, they went to a secondhand shop called Goodwill, where they came across a broken Macintosh computer. Who makes Macintosh computers? What company?
I don't know.
I know you know.
Ah, Apple. Ah,
Oh,
okay, Apple.
this was an old Apple computer, very, very old. Uh,
Yes,
so
yes.
he finds it, but this is a secondhand shop, Goodwill. Do you know what a secondhand shop is?
No. Who sells the he it's not a cheap quality of things, but uh, how I can say it. Just,
Used,
okay, use.
used. They
Okay.
sell used clothes, used computers, used appliances, anything people give them. People will give them their old clothes, their old appliances, old things from their house, things they don't want anymore. And Goodwill will resell those items for a cheap
Oh,
price.
okay,
But the
okay.
funny thing is, this computer was broken. It was old and broken. It didn't even work.
And his price is $24.
Yes, his father bought the computer for $24
Oh, okay.
and it was broken. Do you have a computer? A computer at your house?
Yes, I have a computer, one computer.
Do you have a, PC or a Apple computer, a Mac or a PC?
No, a PC. I have Acer. I don't know if you know the mark Acer.
Yes,
Acer.
yes, I do.
Yeah, I
A
have that.
ACER?
Yes, that's it.
hmm I know what you're talking about. Okay, so he buys this first computer for $24 or 17 pounds from the Goodwill store. And his father, Nathan, likes to dumpster dive. Dumpster dive. What
Mm,
is that? Dumpster diving.
I don't know.
Okay, let's take a look at a dumpster so we can understand. What's the dumpster diving? Okay, these people are doing dumpster diving.
Ah, okay. When people throw the things, other people they use them, or how I can say it, they just a 1 minute.
Let's see if we can hear about this a little bit.
Or I find the word, or they recycling this thing.
They recycle these things, but first
Yes,
they have to go get it out of the dumpster. Yucky,
yes.
yucky, yucky. It's nasty. Hold on a second. Let's hear about this guy. A lot of washers in there. He's a
Mhm.
dumpster diver.
Okay.
Gliding dumpster to dumpster,
Ulta, they threw away all their makeup.
Matt Malone skates along his side hustle,
Not every day is a beautiful day.
diving for treasure.
There's a lot of washers in there.
Each night, a different surprise.
They love to throw away furniture.
Malone is what you'd call a professional dumpster diver, bringing in a considerable amount of cash on the side.
I ended up making $100,000 in 1 year as a part-time.
Staying away from food and restaurant trash, Malone's treasure trove lies behind big box stores like Home Depot, Office Max, and Sears.
When you take something back to a store, what do you think they do with it? Put it back on the shelf? Look on the shelves and tell me how many reboxed or repackaged things not many. So they throw them away.
Once they're tossed, Malone dives in. He inventories his finds and posts them for sale on sites like Amazon, eBay, and Craigslist.
And then the worst case scenario, you're having the yard sale.
On tonight's adventure,
Behind Pier 1, what I'm finding is all kinds of, this is a brand new table. Are they new though? But look at the raw amount of product that goes in there. I mean, that's ridiculous.
computer speakers, brand new in the box, even a perfectly good voltage meter.
Holy crap.
Found a lot of things.
This DeWalt cordless screwdriver in working order, valued over $100.
It's working this
Continued
thing.
for the night.
Yeah, he's finding a lot, but trust me, this is not a glamorous job.
Yes, I know.
I think many people are not as lucky as him.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, and it's pretty nasty. I mean, those dumpsters. But they did say that he stays away from restaurant dumpsters, where they would put food and really, and probably apartment complexes. You don't want,
yes.
yuck, you don't want to get in the dumpster. It smells so bad. It's
For
almost,
the food, yes. But other things like computer things or how I can computer things or decorating things. Just
I don't know. I don't think that always that is the experience. I think it depends on the neighborhood.
yes,
For example, if you go to a poor neighborhood and you go to the stores and you look in the dumpsters, um,
yes,
maybe you don't find anything very valuable. But if you go to a nice neighborhood next to the stores and you look in the dumpster, maybe, maybe you'll find more expensive items. Maybe.
yes, maybe.
Okay, it looks like it's getting late. Cesario Kamate, were you able to read the article? I see your recordings. Okay, so Cesario, what was the article about?
I think the article about the growth of Freddie.
Or you mean
Freddie,
childhood? Freddie's
yes, teacher.
childhood. Freddie's childhood.
The Freddie's childhood. Freddie's childhood. Yes, yes.
Okay, can you
Uh,
details?
sorry, teacher.
Can you give us more
Sorry, teacher.
details?
He was adopted for another family as the it's biology family, biology parents. He
Biological parents,
he biological parents. He left him. It's correct to say he left him.
they left him. Okay, and what else? What other details?
So he put some sentence that I think it's good. He say with not the circumstance, uh, he cannot define our situation in future.
I agree. That stood out to me. That stood out to me. Kamate, can you tell us a little about the article?
Okay, I've seen that beside the article tell about Freddie Finger. Freddie Finger, who is an entrepreneur, and a telecom millionaire. Donc, this article tell about him and the circumstance that he bore and who was his whose parents adopt him.
Very good. Okay, beautiful, gentlemen. Beautiful. Okay, so it is 11:03 in Houston, Texas. Um, I will put some study materials into WhatsApp, like vocabulary practice for this article. You have the link for the article you already have, and material for next Saturday. Okay, I will put into WhatsApp. All right, everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you, everybody. I hope you have a
Thank you,
wonderful
teacher.
afternoon. Okay.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Beautiful classes, teacher.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Okay, bye
Lydia.
bye.
Thank you,
Thank you all,
Thank
including
you.
everybody.
you.
Thank you.
See you tomorrow, teacher. See you next week.
See you next week. Bye.
Thank.
Bye.
Bye, bye,
Goodbye.
bye,
Have a good day, Miss.
bye.
You too, Miss Lydia. Thank you. Bye, Miss.
Thank you.